Gone are the days of working that traditional 9 to 5 job. With COVID happening last year, it's still going on. Everyone has decided to shift from working from home, starting new businesses, small businesses shutting down. It is just a crazy world right now. I feel like we are taught at such a young age, go to college, get a degree, and to acquire that corporate 9 to 5 job. Now, don't get me wrong, success is defined differently for everyone. My idea of success might be something completely different for another person. So by no means am I saying that the 9 to 5 is not successful or not wrong or not an accomplishment, because it definitely is. I have some very exciting news to share with you all and a new series that I'm going to be starting called the Girl Boss series, because I have recently decided to pursue my dream and start my own online e-commerce business, selling my own swimwear line. Now, before I dive into this, I just want to give some context. I did go to a 4-year school and I got my bachelor's degree in business administration with a minor in marketing and management. When I was in high school, I really wanted to go to the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, but the cards were just never there for me. I never ended up going. I went to a traditional 4-year college. I have no regrets. I learned a lot and studied business. During those courses, I actually had the experience of creating my own business plan, thinking of a product to sell, how to acquire that product, and put it out to market for people to purchase. I personally feel like 2020 was a big year of growth for me, and it opened up my eyes. I started my YouTube channel last year and went from 10 subscribers to a super awesome 2,700 subscribers now, which is so amazing for me. I am so grateful for each and every one of my subscribers and my following, and I think it just really taught me that anything is possible if you put your mind to it, if you have the dedication and the passion. I am very realistic with the fact that yes, I do have high hopes for it, but I do have very low expectations, and just like anything, it can very well fail. So with that being said, I simply wanted to document my journey for those of you who simply want to watch for pure entertainment, or for those of you who are potentially looking to start your own small business and can maybe learn something from my failures and hopefully some of my successes. I understand that there's a huge possibility that this could go very wrong, but at the same time, I know that I'm going into this with a lot of confidence because it is my passion and it is something that I'm willing to put my 110% efforts towards. And at the end of the day, if I do fail, at least I can rest my head at night knowing I tried, rather than a bunch of what ifs. I think there's definitely no harm in saying you tried, because at the end of the day, once it comes down to it, you have one life, and I think that you should do everything that you want to do in that life. So enough of my motivational speech. Onto why I wanted to start my own business. I wanted to share with you the swimwear line that I am going to create and why I decided to choose swimwear. So I've always dreamed of owning my own swimwear line ever since I was in high school, college. If anyone knows me, they know I love the beach. I spent a lot of my time at the beach and I live by the beach now. I just love the way it makes me feel when I'm there. It just feels very carefree, and I love how I feel when I'm in my swimsuit. I feel like there's no care in the world, and the whole feeling is just so liberating. I want my swimsuits to represent women in shapes of all sizes, and I want it to be a luxury swimwear with exceptional quality, but I also love that kind of vintage feel aesthetic of like going surfing, having a beach van, and beach camping. So I'm not saying I know exactly what to do step by step now, but I definitely feel like I have a good sense and a clearer understanding of how to get the process going, because I do have experience in business, my education, and I've also done so much research. So the first thing that I knew I had to start off with was a formal plan. I sat down, I went onto my Google Documents, and I created a Word document with my swimwear business plan. I've been jotting down everything to the color palette that I want my brand to have, the theme, my target audience, what my brand represents, the name of my brand, who is going to purchase my bikini, what makes me different from other brands, and then also some inspirations, really what my goals are. So far on my journey, I've found that the hardest thing for me has been finding a wholesaler, a manufacturer, or just finding a way to get my product. It's a lot more expensive than I thought it would be because I personally want my swimwear line to be high quality and I want it to stand behind the word luxury, which is what I'm trying to market. I don't want to market a luxury product and for my buyers to receive their product and be extremely disappointed because the quality of the fabric isn't there, quality control isn't there, or it just doesn't meet up to their expectations. So for me, I have decided to go the route of a manufacturer. I haven't picked one, but I am in the process of ordering samples from these manufacturers, and I found that just samples alone are extremely expensive. It's a couple $100s just to order samples from one manufacturer, and I am coming up with these funds out of my own pocket. I don't have like any special investor working behind me for this. The reason I picked a manufacturer is because I found with wholesalers it doesn't comply with my business model. I found that a lot of wholesalers sell in bulk pre-made items and styles that are sold cheaper because you purchase it in such a large amount, but I didn't really get a hands-on say on the design, the color, and the fabric. So I decided to go with the manufacturer. With the manufacturer, they typically provide sample books of fabric swatches, colors, designs, and just different products that they have that they can produce for you that are either readily available or that they can have produced or manufactured for you within the next few weeks. So I didn't meet any of these manufacturers in person. I just went for it and ordered these samples online. So they are in the process of getting produced, and they've sent me digital copies of the work for permission to proceed with the manufacturer. So essentially I sent them artwork of what I want my logo to look like, and they just came back with the digital artwork and said, is this good to go? And I said, yes, give you the green light, we can go forward with that. The next thing I really wanted to get a head start on was all the foundational pieces of my website and my social media. Right now it is literally starting from scratch. I have like my friends and family following me on my business Instagram, and that's about it, which is completely fine, but I really wanted to make sure I have all these foundational pieces in place. That way when it's time for launching and I have a launch date, it's as seamless as it could be. I know that it's not going to be perfect, but I want it to be as easy as possible for when everything does go live. So what I did is I actually had to buy a domain. I researched different websites that you could potentially sell your products on. I was back and forth between Shopify, Wix, but I did end up going with Squarespace just because I liked how easy it was to customize your pages, and I just found that the navigation was a lot easier for me. So there's no huge reason I picked Squarespace over Wix or Shopify over the other, and it cost me about $20 to purchase the domain name just itself, and I believe I opted for the monthly $30 a month business plan. So right now that's in the works. I'm in the process of editing all the pages, like the frequently asked pages, the size guides, the shipping times. For me, what's super important to me is packaging, so I've been doing a lot of research on how I want my products mailed out. I'm not going to dive too far into this. I just kind of wanted this to be an introduction to the series. I will definitely share my product samples and my packaging once everything arrives in. But I just really kind of wanted to give you guys a baseline as to where I'm at in the process right now, just starting out. I do have a thorough business plan, and right now I'm in the works of creating the website, building a marketing plan for social media, how I'm going to get that word out there. So yeah, I hope you all are just as excited for this journey as I am. If you would love to be a part of this or support me, feel free to click that subscribe button and check out my anime swimwear line website. It's just the coming soon website, but if you want to sign up to be notified when my product is going to launch, the plan is for spring 2021. Worst case scenario, summer 2021 if it takes a little bit longer. But if you want to sign up to be notified on the mailing list when it's ready for launch and get a first look at the products, feel free to check out my website down below. This is very exciting, and I hope you all enjoy this journey with me. If you are looking to start your own small business, I hope this is some encouragement for you, and I can't wait for you all to be a part of this growing journey.